Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, and even the very occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell, and that way you'll find out whenever I post new videos or announce giveaways or go live. Speaking of giveaways, there is one going on right now that I'm calling the 12 Days of Boxmas ×3. So in case you've missed it, from the 1st to the 12th, there are some videos that are going to have a secret password within them. When you come across one of those secret passwords, you want to enter it along with your contact information in the Google form that I'll leave linked in all of the description boxes, but also over on the community tab where you can read all of the rules and the guidelines. Each password is one entry, and then during the next 12-day period from the 13th to the 24th, I will be announcing winners that are randomly selected during the video, so you want to watch and find out if your name is called. And then finally, I will be sending out some mystery bubble mailers to those whose names were called and who got back in contact with me, and we verified everything and everything's copacetic. So I hope you enjoy the giveaways. There will be some giveaways in my live stream that is scheduled for this evening at 5 p.m. I hope to see you there as well. And there'll be some other fun giveaways coming up throughout the month, so definitely stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get into our awesome monthly self-care subscription that I have to share with you today, and that is Breathe, which has really been a great box. It's kind of newer. I think they're still in their first year because they focus on a different kind of self-care each month with 5 to 6 products. It basically depends on if you are a month-to-month subscriber or if you do a longer subscription, 3 months or more, you always get like a bonus item. And I do think for the value, you do want to go ahead and do that multi-month subscription, because then it's always really nice to get that 6th product. Now the box is $50 per month, but if you use the code Noelle10, you can save 10%. And as always, I'll leave all of that information for you guys in the description box below. This box has been sent to me for review, and they have been so kind in sending this box for the past few months. Like I said, I have really enjoyed it. I think they do a great job, especially with some like difficult self-care topics. For example, we had the one that was financial self-care, which is something we don't necessarily think of a lot or like to deal with a lot, but it is definitely very, very important. And then inside, there's always an affirmation on the inside lid. It says, take a deep breath and say this affirmation aloud. Everything is happening only for the highest good of me. So I love that sort of manifesting positivity. That's always really nice. This is what the box looks like. You can see there is a nice little product. They do like a little mini magazine to go along with the theme. So this time it is the spiritual self-care issue. It is volume number 8. So they're going to be coming up on their 1st anniversary very, very soon. So it does kind of look like a magazine, right? So it kind of gives us the topics that are going to be covered inside. We have 5 questions to consider while planning your spiritual practice, 7 ways to be more beautiful on the inside, and how to find your inner glow. So of course we have a gal sitting in lotus position on her yoga mat, kind of floating on some clouds. So I am hoping to get back into the yoga studio very, very soon. There have been some like delays for various reasons, but I will get there. So it says, caring for your body, mind, and spirit is your greatest and grandest responsibility. Hello, dear friend. Over the years, my approach to spirituality has been two-pronged. It is a mix of spiritual practices like meditating, yoga, cleansing my home with incense, decluttering, journaling, and a very deep relationship with God through prayer and reading my Bible every day. This approach helps me deal with tough situations, toxic people, and generally anything unpleasant that comes my way. It also makes me realize that there are a few things in life that I do not have the power to change, but can only make peace with them. That is so key, you guys. Speaking of which, let's have our secret password for today be peace. Yes, indeed. This is the season of peace, not just out in the world, but inside as well. Spirituality means different things to different people. What works for me might not work for you, and vice versa, and that's absolutely fine. One of the worst things people do to self-sabotage their well-being is to follow the herd. Following what others do doesn't mean you will be happy. Just do what is right for you first. In this month's curation, the focus is on spiritual self-care to bring your attention to how you can brighten your inner glow by focusing on yourself first. If you still have questions about this month's curation, don't hesitate to send me an email or text. I think that's so sweet that she always says that at the end of her letter. So then on the next page, we get the product page, which is where they tell us about the 6 items that are included. It says, with this spiritual self-care curation that will help you set up the environment for your spiritual practice, whether it is meditation, prayer, yoga, or any other practice you choose to follow, maybe a combination of all 3 of those things. I think they do go hand in hand. And then here are our sort of like mini articles, like how to find your inner glow. And from one of the samples suggestions is reciting positive affirmations. And then again, 7 ways to be more beautiful on the inside. One is be grateful. Of course, gratitude practice, so important. And then 5 questions to consider while planning your spiritual practice. I'm wondering if we can give you an example of one of them. So the first one is what do you want to accomplish with a daily ritual? That's practicable, actionable items. Sometimes I think that's really important, and we forget that self-care can be an action item, right? It can be part of your agenda. It can be part of your planner. Maybe it helps you to actually write it down and visualize it and see it. So let's see, I'm trying right now to schedule some time, for example, to, have a day off. So I'm actually seeing one of my images in here, which is kind of fun to see one of my photographs featured in there, and I love that. So our November box was on professional self-care, which I think is so cool, you guys. All right, so again, remember that discount, Noel 10. I'll leave it for you below. Cool. So let me know whenever you see my photos over on Instagram. It always makes me really excited. So I'm starting to branch out on my product photography and make that part of my content creation services. All right, I'm going to turn to the page that is all about the products that are in here. Now, there is usually a nice quote card. This one is from Maya Angelou. It says, "Nothing can dim the light that shines from within." So very nice. Got some fairy lights there in a jar. Very simple DIY home decor kind of thing that creates a nice ambient glow if you're not one for candles, etc. And then I have just opened up the blue tissue paper, and I am seeing all kinds of things in here. Lots of things wrapped up in bubble wrap, so hopefully nothing too fragile. I haven't been having the greatest luck with fragile things these days, because I think all of our mail carriers are just doing their best to get things out and about. So let me see what this is. I'm always intrigued by the delicate items first. Sorry about that bubble wrap, you guys. All right, so this is item numbered as number 2. It is a Focus on the Good glass mug. So I do like glass mugs. It's nice and hefty. It's got a nice solid bottom to it. It's got this little sunshine, and then I think you can kind of maybe see it says Focus on the Good. Now, you guys know how I am with drinkware. With mugs, it's kind of okay because you can have a whole shelf of mismatched mugs. I like this because it's great for images if I want to take a picture of tea or something, even though there is some script on it. It says it's the perfect weather for hot cocoa with marshmallows or maybe some turmeric latte to bump up your immunity. Whatever you might choose to drink in it, this cup is a great reminder to focus on what matters the most this holiday season for your spiritual growth. It's all the good things in life. So this is a MSRP of $17. That seems kind of high, honestly, for a mug, but it does feel like really good quality. I'm wondering if it's dishwasher safe. I'm hoping it is. It's nice glass. I'm assuming that it is, but I'm just hoping that it actually doesn't seem like this will peel off or anything. So kind of nice. I like a glass mug. I think it's nice. So let's go ahead and find our next thing. It's all wrapped up in a little pink jar. So this is the bonus item for 3-month subscribers or longer. So it does have a little plastic wrap around it, but it does look like there was a little bit of spillage. This is from Beauty Kitchen. It's a rose geranium clay mask. So it's good that it had that plastic wrap on it because it does look like it spilled a teeny tiny bit. It says rose and geranium essential oils are known as nature's Botox. Mix 2 parts powder to 1 part water to make a smooth paste. Apply on face and leave on for 20 minutes or until the clay dries completely. Then rinse with lukewarm water and pat with a soft towel for a toned and refreshed feel. And this has an MSRP of $8. So let me know, you guys, if you're one of those people that's really good about doing your masks. I know a lot of people are really into it because it does kind of create a nice ritual and makes you take a little bit more time for your self-care for your mask than you would just, using whatever tube you have or sticking a sheet mask on your face. But I'm really lazy about it, and people also like that you can change what hydrating component you use, whether it's yogurt or honey or just good old-fashioned water. So I'm just kind of dusting this off. It seems like it's pretty sealed though, honestly, but you can kind of see the pink clay there. There you go. So now you can probably see the label a little bit better. So you guys know I'm not a big rose fan, but I do like the idea of a clay mask. I just wish I need more of a nice self-care bathroom area. Our bathroom's really small, so I can't kind of have things laid out and have a nice mask making area. All right, so we did get some Calm 20 incense sticks by Aquila Grayscale. So just a big incense box here. So it says groovy terracotta, oh nope, handcrafted incense sticks. That was a little spoiler, you guys. Hand dipped and sun dried, these incense sticks are a heady blend of sweet and spicy and earthy notes infused with cedarwood, orange, clove, and patchouli essential oils. Light at the top at a slight angle, let the flame burn for 5 seconds, then blow to extinguish, and it will continue to burn on its own in case you don't know how to use incense. It does have an MSRP of $10. I'm not like a big incense user, which might surprise some of you, just knowing how much I love home fragrance, but also that I am a yoga instructor or a former yoga instructor. We're still trying to see if I'm going back to it, but it just can be a little bit intense to me, even though I do like burning sage too for like cleansing. But this is actually not super duper strong, which I think is kind of nice. I'm definitely smelling all of the things, the notes that they mentioned, the cedarwood, orange, clove, and just a little bit of patchouli. Like I'm not a big, huge patchouli fan when it's just patchouli and it's not blended with something, but I do kind of like a little bit of it. So not a bad incense scent. I just have to find a space that has a little bit more like airflow, because again, I live in a pretty small area, so it's kind of harder to have the windows open when it's cooler like this, and also just because I live on an alley, so we get a lot of garbage trucks and things going down the road. So let me go ahead and pull out the item that I almost spoiled for you. I think this is it. I started opening something else and I was like, oh nope, that's not it. So let me find this. All right, so this is very, very nice. Let's see. Oh, okay, so here is our incense holder. It is a groovy terracotta incense burner. So it's got a peace sign there in the middle and sort of this like geometric design. So it says this flower-shaped incense burner is perfect for your space, retro or not, handmade with concrete and painted terracotta for a minimal, oh, so it's a concrete thing, but they just painted it with like a terracotta color for a minimal and modern look. It's perfect to burn those incense sticks. The tiny bubbles and slight imperfections and blemishes make it so unique. I always love that as like the excuse for imperfections. It's true, and I like a handmade thing, but it's just always funny where they're like, even in like fabrics and clothes, they're like, those are all normal. That's what you're paying for, is all of those like inconsistencies. So the MSRP on this is $15, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, you just take the incense stick and stick it in there, and then that way when it does finally let the ashes fall, it falls onto the dish and not onto your furniture or your floor, so it makes for like easy cleaning, which is kind of nice, and it just sits like this. That's what it looks like. All right, I do have quite a few like incense holders. I usually like them when they're a little bit smaller. So the next thing that we got is like a whole set, and that's what I had started to open up before I realized that's not what I was looking for. It is an abalone, sage, and Palo Santo smudge set. So we got this gorgeous abalone shell, which I always just think the iridescent blue on the inside is so nice. And then even the texture on the outside of it is beautiful. So this is such a nice dish. Like, I just think you could use it for a whole bunch of other things. Then we got our sage stick. So hopefully this is from like an indigenous tribe and ethically sourced, because I know there's like a lot of trepidation around that. And then finally we got a Palo Santo stick, which again, some of you might be familiar with these things just from like yoga studios, etc. I think that you can use them no matter what your faith is. It's just, again, sort of about setting intention and clearing space, and you can use it with whatever faith you have. So it says this beautiful abalone shell paired with California white sage and Palo Santo is a wonderful way to cleanse your space. Some of the benefits of burning them include repelling insects, purifying specific objects, improving mood, and reducing stress and anxiety. This whole set together has a value of $18. So I really love the smell of Palo Santo, actually, and you kind of use it the same way that you would incense. You kind of get it burning a little bit and then sort of blow it out, sort of extinguish it, so you're just getting the smoke. It smells really good. I like all of it. I have gotten lots of sage sticks in different subscription boxes, but it's also kind of like a pretty piece to have, but again, it's definitely something that you can incorporate into whatever lifestyle you live. Even if you don't consider yourself a very spiritual person, it can kind of add to that self-care routine or ritual. And then finally, we got one of my favorite things, you guys, a journal, of course, because again, self-care box, you're going to expect a journal here or there. It says Recharge, a day and night reflection journal. It is 184 pages on archival paper. It is a very happy yellow color. So it says, no matter how you plan to practice practice your spiritual self-care journey, this journal will help you track your goals, stresses, diet, and activities, and reflect on their impact on your energy level throughout the day. Featuring a graceful contemporary design, this 90-day journal is just perfect. It has an MSRP of $12, so it feels like almost like a very buttery, like vegan leather, I'm assuming. So, and then it's just kind of got this all-knowing eye there on the front. Very, kind of has some like celestial, like sort of witchy vibes, honestly. And then on the back, we've got a moon there and like a sun mandala. And then inside, oh, it's really pretty on the inside. So you can see there's like some ombre pages. And for example, it says goals for today, to-dos that can wait, I'm excited about, I'm stressed about, how I spent my time. Then it gives you a list like sleeping, on a screen, exercising, food and drink I consumed today, water, caffeine. You can say how many glasses of each you've had. Rate your energy level. You can say when your energy level was the highest, what recharged you, and then it gives you some ideas, little check boxes like journaling, seeing a friend, time alone, listening to music. This recharged me the most today. Thoughts I need to clear to relax, and changes I want to make for tomorrow. So it looks like that is each day you get to record and reflect. So the first page is record, right? You're actually writing down your stats for the day. And then the second page is you reflect. So I love that it's just 90 days. So it kind of creates a ritual and a habit, right? And then you don't necessarily have to do it for 90 consecutive days. It's probably more beneficial for you if you do. This might be something that I managed to do just because of the like stats part of it, right? Like I could actually like track how many cups of coffee I had and how many glasses of water. And sometimes just having to write something down, like I feel like that's kind of the key to a lot of like weight loss systems, right? Is when you actually have to write how many calories you had and what your meal was. It just makes you more conscious, and it makes you think about ways to better balance your life. So it is really pretty. It's probably not something that I'll use just because you guys know I'm so terrible about journaling, but I like the format of it for sure. And I also like that it's just 90 days. So go into everything that we got in our spiritual self-care box, which again, kind of a tricky theme, right? Because you have to make it apply to everyone because you don't know what spirituality means to every person. We got our recharge 90-day reflection journal, which I think is a great idea. We got our focus on the good glass mug, our abalone sage Palo Santo smudge set, our handcrafted incense sticks, our incense burner, and then our bonus clay mask. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below, and I'll see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.